Hi, my name's Mark Goose. I'm the farm manager for the Mulgowie Farming Company's operations in North Queensland, here in the Burdekin at Home Hill. This is our second season up here. We moved up here in February '03, and we're predominantly growing sweet corn and green beans. The total area of the Burdekin irrigation scheme covers about 40,000 hectares. So the water is supplied by the Burdekin Dam. The unique thing about the Burdekin growing area is the water supply. Other than probably Kununurra, it's the only other place in Australia where we're guaranteed 100% water allocation year in, year out.
The abundant supply of water in the Burdekin was the main reason the Mulgowie Farming Company bought the Home Hill farm. Mulgowie already farmed sweet corn and beans in the Lockyer Valley and at Bowen, but wanted additional security.
The need for expansion, I guess, and particularly water. We need to keep our consumers happy, and that means supplying a product every day of the year, and we harvest sweet corn and green beans every day of every year. So yeah, but the main reason being water, a guaranteed water supply.
The farm was predominantly sugarcane grown under flood irrigation when Mulgowie took over. Today, it's planted entirely to corn and beans, with only 20% under flood.
Mulgowie's attitude to water use is get the most that we can out of every drop of water. Flood irrigation wasn't suitable to our farming plan, so we've installed centre pivots which take up 70% of the land now. In the coming months we plan to put in a further centre pivot which will take us up to 85% of the farmable country under overhead irrigation in the form of centre pivots.
The need to plant and harvest every day means there are plants at almost every stage of development, which complicates the scheduling of irrigation. The pivot is divided into quadrants, which are then planted in consecutive strips. Fortunately, controlling the pivots is a simple process.
I'm able to communicate to all of the centre pivots via a modem which is placed at the base of the centre pivots, which allows me to talk to the centre pivot and program it. Anything basically what I can do at the centre pivot with the control panels I can do with my mobile phone.
Mark says overhead irrigation has numerous advantages over flood.
Certainly the advantage of overhead irrigation is being able to supply the right amount of water at the right time. Our water use has certainly dropped as compared to flood.
Using overhead irrigation has also helped to address the salinity issue.
Salt is a problem in this area. Through flood irrigation the salt table is rising, and through using centre pivots and overhead irrigation we aren't using as much, pumping as much water into the ground, therefore keeping the salt table lower.
The centre pivots have also improved productivity, giving good even plant stands and making it easier to control pests and diseases.
As far as quality goes, where grub pressures have been reduced for the simple fact that we can get on the ground quicker and get our sprays in and get the job done. And that is a major problem with flooding. The ground is saturated after you flood it, so therefore it takes 4 to 5 days before it dries out, before we can get a spray rig on.
Anyway, Mark, yeah, as you can see the tertiary is starting to move up the plant in the crop now, so I think we'll need to put on another treatment with Bravo.
Yeah, we've kept
leaf disease.
Kept it at bay until now, but it's taken off again, isn't it?
Yep.
Mulgowie are reducing their reliance on chemical pesticides through biological controls, such as parasitic wasps and Gemstar, a naturally occurring virus that infects Heliothis.
Well, Mulgowie is very innovative in that regard. It's in my position I've been allowed to introduce as many biological control measures as I can, attempt at all possible to reduce chemical usage while still maintaining quality and yield. And it's been quite exciting working for a company that is so motivated in that regard.
For Mulgowie, the new farm at Home Hill is shaping up to be a great success. But Mark admits that installing a centre pivot is an expensive procedure.
I guess with any venture, yeah, you need to have the money coming in to be able to warrant having such a system as we have. So yeah, not every crop grown can justify putting a centre pivot over the top of it. A lot of people are showing interest in what we're doing because of the savings on water and yeah, how well things have gone in relation to crop yields and quality. So I guess people are starting to open up their eyes and yeah, and look at different forms of irrigation. It makes us feel very proud of what we've done and what we hope to achieve.